This free freelance writing rate calculator will help you set the right rates to reach your monthly and annual income goals. I'm going to share my laptop screen now so you can check out the calculator, how to use it, and how to set your rates with it immediately. Hello everyone, here's the freelance writing rate calculator. I've actually got 3 documents to help you calculate your rates and take action. First, we have the freelance writing rate calculator, as you can see here. I'm going to go over how to use this properly in a bit. And then we have freelance writing revenue goal extrapolator. Here we take some of the data from here and some more extra data and we put it here, and this gives us more information. And then I have this freelance writer revenue goals growth plan. We use the data from these 2 documents and put all the data here to create a 90-day plan to help you reach your goals. So let's get into this right now. We will start with the freelance writing rate calculator, the first calculator. I want you to do this exercise with me. I've included a link to this document in the description. I want you to make a copy of it and start filling it up with me. So the first thing you'll do is put your currency here, because if you put our currency here in these fields, it's not going to work properly. So what I recommend you to do is put the currency here, because here we're just going to put numbers. You can put whatever currency you prefer. I live in France and my business deals mostly in euros, but I charge most of my clients in dollars because a lot of my clients are based in America. I'm going to use the dollar sign instead of the euro sign. If you two mostly work with American clients or you bill in dollars, you can use the dollar sign too. And the next step is, how much do you currently make per month? So let's say you're making $4,000 per month. You would put $4,000 here. Then comes the average number of article pieces or other types of content you're writing per month. And these could be blog posts or case studies or white papers or landing pages or emails or a mix of everything. So you put down the average. Let's say you're doing 15 per month. Then comes the average number of clients you work with at a given time. So let's say you're working with 4 clients. So you put 4 in there, or whatever number of clients you're working with. And then you put on the average number of hours you work in a week. Let's put 35 here. So this will automatically calculate your monthly hours, and it'll also figure out your hourly rate based on the time you're putting in right now. Our example writer is putting in a little over 152 hours in a month, and the hourly rate is $26 per hour. And the next thing you want to do is calculate your expenses. So first you have tools and software. This is a sum of things you're spending on. This could be your hosting provider, your design tool, invoice software, and your email service provider, or any other subscriptions. Just add them up and put them here. Let's put 200 here. If you work with an editor, you can put that here. If you don't have any tool or editor expenses, you can just put 0. But for this case, let's just put 200. If you're working with an editor who's helping you edit your content, you can put that here. If you're outsourcing anything, put that here. If you're paying rent, I know that many of you are probably just working from home and you probably don't have an office, so you can just put that at 0. But if you have a co-working space or an office, you can put that here. This will figure out your total expenses. As you can see, it's showing as 600. Then you put your monthly income goal. This is the income goal you want to get to. This writer is already making $4,000 per month, and they want to get to $8,000 per month. And that's a realistic goal. Many writers can aim for. I think $7,000 to $8,000 is a very realistic goal any writer can aim for. And then the calculator does all the math and figures it out. So what we have here is this writer, because as we put earlier, is making $4,000 per month. That means this writer's annual revenue is $48,000. And the monthly profit after expenses is $3,400. And the annual profit is $40,800. And the average revenue per article or content piece is $266, little over $266. And the average revenue per client is $1,000. And then it shows you the difference in monthly current revenue and the goal revenue, which is $4,000 per month. And then it shows you the number of articles you need to write to reach your monthly goal. So in this case, if they were charging the same rate, this writer needs to write 30 articles per month to reach their revenue goal. So as we know, this writer is already writing 15, so they need to write another 15 more. This writer needs to take on another 4 clients to reach those goals. It also calculates the hourly rate to reach this goal. If the writer doesn't want to write 30 articles a month, which is a lot, is like you're writing an article a day, which can be a lot of work, especially if you're writing long form articles, which can take 8 to 10 hours to write. And if the writer doesn't want to take on 8 clients, managing 8 clients is a lot of work. It's probably something you can't do on your own. So what this also does is it helps you figure out your hourly rate to reach your income goal. So in this case, that is showing it's $52. This writer should be charging over $52 per hour instead of $26 per hour. This way, the writer can work the same 35 hours a week and reach their income goal. And if they use the same rate, then they will need to increase the amount of time they put in. But instead, if they can just increase the rate to this, they can work the same amount and reach their goals. But one more thing you need to remember is this is not what you charge your clients. Remember that when you run a writing business, you're not just writing all the time or consulting with your clients, because you have other tasks required to run your business. You need to find clients, you need to offer customer support, and this can take up a lot of time. So you need to figure out how much time you're actually spending servicing clients directly, which is, writing articles, speaking to them, and doing other tasks, and then calculate your hourly rate based on that. And that is why I made the second calculator, where we take some of this data and some new data, and we put it in together, and it will calculate how much you need to charge your clients based on the time you're spending servicing them to help you reach your monthly and annual goals. So this calculator will also help you figure out how much you charge per content piece, not just per hour. And then we use the data we get here and we place it here, and we create a 90-day work plan to help you reach your goals. Because many people set annual goals and they get overwhelmed by it, but it's much easier for us to set 90-day goals. I call them 90-day sprints, and then work towards reaching them. I mean, you can set annual goals if you want to, but it's better if you break it down into 90-day goals, which are much easier to accomplish. But right now, I'm not giving you access to the extrapolator and the growth plan workbook, because the data we need to put in will vary a lot from person to person and their current situation. We're working on the extrapolator and trying to make it better, so it'll be much easier for people to directly use it by themselves. So right now, what I'm offering is a free 30-minute session where we can go over the extrapolator and the growth plan together, 1:1. We put in the information you get from your freelance writing rate calculator into the extrapolator, and then we use the workbook to create your 90-day plan together. I'll be there with you all throughout the way. I'm offering this because I want to make the freelance writing rate calculator, the extrapolator, and the growth plan workbook a lot better, so writers can use it by themselves in the future. So right now I'm trying to speak to as many writers as I can to get feedback on the improvements I can make. So if you want to use the extrapolator immediately and then go through the workbook and create a customized plan, contact me and we will schedule a call. My email address is myth@contentshoal.com. I've also included a link to my Facebook Messenger in the description. You can message me through it if you prefer that. I'm very active there. And when you message me, make sure you share the link to the freelance writing rate calculator that you already filled. I'm only going to speak to you if you already filled the writing rate calculator. That's an important step. Make sure you contact me as soon as possible, because these sessions are available for a limited time. It's probably going to be months before I release the extrapolator and the workbook to everyone. And even then, I'm not sure I'm going to keep it free. I might sell the extrapolator and the workbook. Even if I release it for free, it'll be months from now, because I want to get as much feedback as I can before I release it to everyone. I want to make sure it's perfect. So again, if you want access to them, let's do it over a 30-minute one-on-one session. Again, you can contact me via my email address, which is myth@contentshoal.com, or via Facebook Messenger. I included a link to my Facebook Messenger below. I also included a link to my LinkedIn below. If you prefer LinkedIn, message me on LinkedIn. And when you contact me, make sure you mention that you watched the video and you've filled the calculator. Share the calculator, because I'm only going to schedule a session with you if you have gone through the exercise and filled the calculator, because we can only use the extrapolator and the workbook if we have data from the calculator. If you're a newbie writer who's never written for clients before, this calculator might not be suitable for you. So you might want to check out my other video on calculating rates for newbie writers. I included a link in the video description. Thank you for watching. Bye.